Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. Happy Valentine's Day. And it is a day A for instrumentals. It is a day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I'm so happy that you are here in school. I love the fact that you guys bring that energy. Yesterday, felt that energy from you guys. A lot of you guys making sure that I heard the love, care, and encouragement. And so many of you guys continuing to find different and creative ways to show what that love, care, and encouragement looks like. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with today. That's going to be pretty cool. Let's go over our lunch menu for today. We've got 4 choices as always. The first choice is the heart-shaped chicken nuggets with a roll. Heart-shaped for Valentine's Day, I would assume. Choice 2 is a yogurt cup meal. Choice 3 for kindergarten through 2nd grade, it's a lunchbox meal with ham. And for 3rd through 6th grade, it's a ham sandwich. And last but not least, choice 4 is the sun butter sandwich. So, boys and girls, if you are buying a lunch, make sure you select correctly so that the lunch or the wonderful ladies in the kitchen can prepare correctly so that you can get your correct lunch. Now, remember, it is a Tuesday, so if you're in 3rd and 4th grade and you attend our religious release program and you're buying a lunch, make sure you choose either choice 1 or choice 3. Once again, choice 1 is the heart-shaped chicken nuggets with a roll, and then choice 3, it's the ham sandwich meal, okay? So if you are in religious release, you're going to want to choose either choice 1 or choice 3 if you're buying. Now, if you're a Packer, regardless of whether you go to the 3rd and 4th grade release time or not, you're good to go, okay? So make sure to choose what you want, okay? We've got 3 expectations here at the school. You already know what they are. Number 1, be respectful to others as well as to yourself. Make sure that the things that you do, you're proud of. And I have to say, I've been sneaking and I've been following up with some teachers about certain students and some of their behaviors. And I have to say that the most of you guys are doing an awesome job, and your teachers are noticing it, and they're proud of you. I want you to keep that up, guys, okay? If you think I'm talking about you, I might be, okay? Especially if you've been doing an amazing job. Yesterday, I was so impressed with a particular 1st grader, for instance, that he and I, we just went on a nice little stroll through the hallways because I just wanted to catch up with them. You see, when we're doing the right things, it gives me an invitation to say, hey, I want to check out this cool kid. I want to get to know him a little bit more, find, what light he brings to this world and all the great things that each one of you guys honestly bring to the school and one day will grow into impacting our world, I assume, in really positive ways, okay? But it all starts with being respectful to others, and in doing so, being proud of the things that you do, even when no one else is looking, so that you can be respectful to yourself. Be responsible. Practice that self-control. Practice that self-discipline with your hands and your feet, the words that come out of your mouth, right? Even the words that you use to think, I hope that you're using respectful words, because if you think in respectful ways, you will talk in respectful ways. You will live and act in respectful ways, okay? And speaking of living and acting, act as if you are here to learn, right? Act as if you are not perfect. You are going to fail. There are going to be mistakes. Mr. Lin made so many mistakes yesterday, and I'm so blessed that I've got so many amazing teachers and staff and kids and families that say, you know what, it's all right, Mr. Lin, you keep trying hard. We love the fact that you're trying hard. I hope that I'm a good role model. I hope that you will be a great role model for each other, because being ready means being ready to, go through the hard, right? Because learning is supposed to be hard. And then when you're successful, you also have to be ready to celebrate. Okay. No special announcements for today, but I do want to say this. For our This Day in History, today is a Valentine's Day, right? It's February 14th. Back in 1849, this is a nice little bit of history. It has nothing to do with Valentine's, but it has everything to do with the art of taking photographs. So there was actually, he turned out to be a pretty famous guy. His name is Matthew Brady. And what he did was he took a photograph of the 11th president of the United States. Okay, just for context, our first president is George Washington. Our 16th president is Abraham Lincoln. We celebrate the presidents in February. And let me show you a picture of President James Polk. Okay, yeah, I know it's not the smiley kind, but this is our 11th president. He became the first sitting president to actually have his photograph taken. Now, what's really interesting about this is there was actually a president before him. His name is William Henry Harrison. He was photographed, or rumor has it, back in 1841, but unfortunately President Harrison died after only 30 days. So in what happened to the photo, nobody knows. So back in 1849, President Polk got his photograph taken, and this time they actually held on to the photograph. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. It should be noted that our sixth president, John Quincy Adams, he also had his photograph taken, but it was 20 years or so after he had retired from being the president. He was a lot older, and that's when he got his photograph taken. But this is President Polk. He was the first president to get his photograph taken, and while he was actually a president, and they actually held on to the photograph. So, interesting little bit of history there for you, those of you guys who always wondered what it looked like back in the day. And unfortunately, these photographs are in black and white, so we don't really know truly all the colors, but it does at least get our imaginations going. Anyways, if nobody else has told you this, I want you to hear it from me. I love you, I care about you, and I'm here to encourage you. Boys and girls, go ahead. Share that love, care, and encouragement. Show it in respectful and responsible and ready ways, okay? Get creative. Show what that love, care, and encouragement means. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can just be quietly being there for a friend, being there quietly listening to your teachers, right? It is Valentine's, and there's so many different versions of love. Just loving each other as human beings and loving each other as people who are our classmates here at John Beck is just as important when we talk about love. It doesn't have to be that romantic love. It can be just loving each other and then doing the work to maintain that love, taking care of each other, and if we're having a hard time, encouraging each other too. All right, can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing day.